You'll get to hit just about every club in the bag, so good test today.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. In the fairway, shouldn't be more than 200 yards to the flagstick.
It was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Frank, this will be from 200 yards, second shot. That one is bunker bound, it looks like. Just a bit offline and into the bunker. All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flail. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
He'll need to be strong with this. Now that is a shot that will be replayed over and over. Now at the second hole here at Lighthouse, it's a par 3, 234 yards. Difficult hole, Frank, especially when the wind picks up.
It is, and you can see with that bunker on the right side, that's obviously the bailout area because the problem side is to the left of this green. That's where the cliff starts to run all the way down to the ocean. This is a very difficult par 3, not just because of its length, because it's exposed to all of Maine's elements.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Frank, high-level players are never terribly disappointed to play from the fringe, and that's where this ball has ended up.
Yeah, it could have been better, it could have been worse, but in the end, you just got nothing much you can do about it now. A couple of choices coming up.
It's in the hole. Just a sensational shot right there. Well, Frank, this is something we've seen more and more of in recent years, players just on the fringe.
Yeah, it's good to see. It shows he's thinking. You don't just have to grab the lob wedge, and that's it. A hybrid putt, you name it, whatever works.
Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo, back with you at the third hole here at the Cliffs, and this is a hole that offers up a chance to put a red number on the board, Frank.
It certainly does. A good drive finding this very narrow fairway will certainly give you the opportunity to reach the green in two. Stray a little left, either with the drive or the second, and all of a sudden you might realize this par 5 has teeth.
Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicked.
Second from an excellent lie. Shot now from the rough. Frank, what's he facing?
Well, the lie first and foremost. If it's sitting down, then obviously you're not going to get a very good contact. Nothing wrong with coming up a little bit short of the green. Problem is turning one mistake into another.
Well, that's how you play the game. Right there. Poulter now, third shot. Locked in on the read and the speed. Wow, almost fell within just a few inches of dropping. See if he's up to the task. Trying to win the hole here. And that gives him the hole. Oh, dude, that's an eagle. Frank, as we stand here at the fourth and look out, no mistaking where we're at. I know I'm having some lobster for dinner tonight.
Or some clam chowder. The best comes from this area. Well, actually for the ocean, though, anything that strays a little left off this tee will find that ocean. And believe me, there's been more than one ball hit down there. Generous fairway, that's really the goal in the tiniest of green. If you find the green, you're going to have a birdie putt. Very short one indeed. Yeah, it was a little over-ambitious.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. So the second of the par four goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short.
This requires a lot of speed through the ball. Solid play, heart of the green. Frank, anything you do differently from the rough in terms of your swing? Do you hinge the club a little bit more quickly?
No, normally put the ball just a little bit further back in your stance because you want the club to be going down. Down, it's got to go down through the grass, through the ball.
Those keep the round going, those par putts. And getting ready for the putt. No problems there.
Yeah, keeps the round going, keeps the momentum on his side.
Now at the fifth hole, it's a par 4. Frank, what are we in store for?
Well, it's very easy to get lulled into a false sense of security here, Rich. No fairway bunkers, just sort of think you would blaze away. But really, you've got to find the fairway here. Very small green and well protected by that bunker short and right of this green. So if you miss the fairway, this hole becomes very difficult indeed quite quickly.
Well, that is a really good tee shot right there, Frank.
I think that tipped the 300-yard mark.
He moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way.
Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Birdie attempt coming up for Ian. Probably going to have to hit one more club here, Frank. A little bit uphill. Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
He wins the hole. Perfect. And in the hole. What a shot. Par 3/6 is relatively short, 198 yards, Frank.
But this one, really, you've got to go airborne here. That bunker that protects the left side and front, you've got to carry that and get it to land soft so it doesn't skip through the back of the screen. Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. So off the tee here at the par 3, not his best stuff, but still a chance to make the 3.
Yeah, that was a poor miss off the tee. See if he can redeem himself.
This won't hurt him, Frank.
Just a little left of the flag. That's fine.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Ian Poulter to win the hole. And that gives him the hole. Oh, he looked like Ben Crenshaw right there. That was smooth and easy, right in the heart. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. That was like Usain Bolt, Frank, right through the tape.
Yeah, that first step, that was never going to stop.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Ian Poulter going for the green on his second shot. Either misjudged the win or simply just pulled the wrong club, Frank.
Going to take some skill now.
Second shot. Good look at the green. On the green in regulation. Just in the first cut of rough. Not a bad lie. The only issue is he might get a jumper here. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Good solid par right there. If he makes it, he wins the hole. He wins the hole. He's made it. Another par 3. We're at the 8th. It's only 165 yards, Frank. Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. That one inside of 10 feet, really dialed in. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank, how about that?
Oh, can you believe that, too? I mean, could have hit the flag and bounced away, instead straight in. Amazing shot, and really deserves it.
Good putt. We move to the 9th hole, and we begin to go inland, Frank. I'll miss some of the views along the ocean. I won't miss the nerves with the potential of a golf ball sailing off into the Atlantic Ocean. That said, par 5, you think about a scoring opportunity, but then I look at the scorecard and it says this is the number 6 handicap hole. That's pretty tough.
It is, and the reason why is there's trouble both sides of this fairway, and that's normally sand and cliffs, and the designer's really thrown the boat out, excuse the pun. We are on the coastline here. This whole dog legs to the left, and ideally you just sort of like to go fairway, fairway pitch. That's the prudent way to play the hole. But, of course, everybody likes to chance the driver and reach the par 5 and 2. Miss, pay the price.
Frank, not the longest hitter, but sometimes you win tournaments by putting it in a good spot, and that's where we are right here, 280 yards out.
Yeah, 280 down the middle of the fairway. That'll never get you in trouble.
Just trying to make clean contact from the rough. There are a number of really good and important grow the game initiatives out there. One of those is the First Tee program, and that allows youngsters who otherwise might not have an opportunity, the chance to put a golf club in their hands, allows them the chance to pick up this game and learn some of the core values that come along with it. It's about much more than making a score. It's about integrity. It is about responsibility, values like that. And this game is just so good in instilling those kind of characteristics in young people. Now the third shot at the par 5. Oh, no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is going, gone.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
This would give the hole to Ian Poulter. Tough game, Frank. You can hit 300-yard drives and miss 3-foot putts.
Yeah, there's the ecstasy, and that's the agony.
Locked in on the read and the speed. And rolls it in. Nice putt. This is for his birdie. In for birdie. So 9 holes down here at the Cliffs at Lighthouse Point. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Checking out this 10th hole, Frank. Is this a typo? 592 yards, but it's a par 4, not a par 5. What gives?
The reason why that tee shot, severe elevation, so we can at least sort of chew 30 or 40 yards off that number. But I'm not saying this hole's short, that's for sure. So that bunker just at the start of the fairway on the left certainly comes into play. The other feature, or interesting feature here at 10, is the shared green. This green shares that little piece of property with 13, just divided by that little pot bunker in the middle.
Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that?
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Early part of this second 9 with a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. Good swing, good shot yet again. Poulter could use this. It's a birdie putt. There you have it. Well done. Great putt. Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
Standing over the ball here at the par 5 11th. That's a good start to the hole, right down the middle.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. Going to need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. So going well up the hill to that green, will need to take an extra club here. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Settles in over the putt. How does that not go in?
Amazing. Stroke looked good. Line looked good. Just did not take that final break.
It's a pretty big putt right here to win the hole. So the eagle goes begging. He still has this for birdie. Just a couple of feet. And he has it for birdie. He's made it. Twelfth hole now, and Frank, the long hitters could have an advantage here.
If they want to take a very dangerous line over that left side, this is really where the shot maker has the advantage. That hole bending completely to the left. You'd like to hit a draw there, so use those bunkers down the through side of the fairway and then just sort of shape that ball towards the green. Interesting shaped green, really 3 different sections to this, and of course 3 bunkers, each protecting a different portion. Oh, that's off the beaten track. That's got 5 minutes to find it.
This requires a lot of speed through the ball.
There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Frank, there's nothing like catching a bunker shot just perfectly. Splashes out, lands softly, and just runs up to that hole.
Yeah, it's like 3D. There's the component in the strike where it's going to land, and then the third part of it is how much will it roll.
And getting ready for the putt. So close, just a tap in from there. If he makes it, he wins the hole. And that gives him the hole. Wow, he needed that, Frank, in the worst way.
Interesting to see what's ahead from now, whether that was just a flash in the pan or the start of something good.
Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here.
Good lie in the fairway. A good chance to make something happen here. Frank, what a turn of events here.
You're absolutely right, Rich. This round started off completely on the wrong foot. He's managed to somehow keep his composure and turn this round completely in the other direction.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up, it's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot. Well, that's how you do it. Hit it close, take the pressure off that putt. That one should be no problem. So this is where club selection becomes much more important. Uphill, make sure you have enough stick, and then swing away. That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. If he makes it, he wins the hole. He wins the hole, and it is down for an eagle. Par 3 14th, headed over Lake Zimmer. Old man Zimmer was a legend in these parts here in Maine, Lighthouse Point. All you want here, Frank, at 240 yards. Midway through this back 9, could use this birdie here at the 14th. Frank, looks like he came over just a little bit.
Yeah, that one wasn't pretty, but it's still gonna get away with it.
Long putt here. This will require a good touch. That's all he wanted to do there.
Yeah, it's touch. And when you think from that distance, chances of making are almost none. So to guarantee a 2-putt, well done.
See if he's up to the task. Trying to win the hole here. And that gives him the hole.
No, Rich, that was a huge putt. You don't expect to make them from that distance.
Frank, not the best round we have seen. Bit of a struggle today.
We didn't really see a lot of great shots out there, Rich, to be honest. But I guess the most interesting thing is, can they turn it around?
Presented by EA Sports in association with the PGA Tour. Banff Springs Golf Club is unique in so many ways, especially known for its panoramic beauty. Challenging layout is set in the heart of the Canadian Rockies. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo, ready for the call. Frank, what holes could be a real challenge out there today?
I think if you want to score well today, Rich, you're going to have to play the par threes well. There's 5 of those. They're a good test. You've got 1 shot straight into that green if you want to set up birdie. There are 4 par 5s here. That's obviously where you can get your score.
Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that? Long and straight.
That's how you do it.
Oh, they've had some meat behind it.
Second shot now on the way for Brandt Snedeker. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
Oh, that incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Frank, now the second shot here at the par 4 opening hole. And what are we looking at?
Well, with a short iron in hand, Rich, I mean, you just go flag hunting straight out of the gate. It's a generous green.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
And a great start.
Just the tap in to finish the hole.
Oh, good start.
Frank, it's always nice to begin a round with a little variety. We had a relatively short par 4 opening hole and now a par 3 to back it up.
You can see why short iron play is going to be paramount today, Rich. Short iron into the first hole and a chance here to hit another short iron into a short par 3. So you can get off to a very fast start.
So on the putting surface, and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. Just a bit left of the hole location.
Should still be okay.
Snedeker over the birdie putt. Ooh, good effort right there. Almost made it. He can win the hole on this putt. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Has this one for par. Did the job right there. Well, Frank, as we get to the third hole here at par 5, it feels to me like you need to be at a minimum 1 under through the first 3 holes or you're losing ground to the field.
You're exactly right. Chance here for birdie or eagle too. This is one of those holes you can just wind it up and let it fly, and you'll certainly get a good reward with a big tee shot.
All right, Frank, what's the right play here on this second shot to the par 5 third?
Well, even though that hole is a dogleg to the right, the best way to bring it in actually is to use the general contours, which is right to left, and the shape of the shot in that direction as well. So it might look like a little cut, but it actually suits a little draw.
So at the third, the approach is on the green, but it's a long ways from the cup, about 30 feet away. Frankie could make eagle right here with a really good approach shot.
Yeah, well within his reach too. And Rich, if we just sit back and relax here, I think we're going to see perhaps a very good look at eagle coming up.
Playing his third here at the par 5. This would give Stenson the hole. It's a good-looking putt right here. He might like it. Oh, he's going to love it.
How far was that? That was miles away.
Well, look at this hole, Frank. A par 3, 192 yards. It is beautiful.
It's called Devil's Cauldron, but with that lake, I think that should cool you down, not heat you up. Just keep an eye on that drop of elevation. For every 10 yards, you should reduce it by a club. So it's going to play some 50, 60 feet downhill.
On the green, and a chance for birdie. This shot, 170 yards. Frank, who are some of the great match players in the history of golf?
Well, I think it's, if you want to start chronologically, Bobby Jones, still regarded as the best amateur of all time. He certainly set the bar. Then one of the first professionals really that took the match play game by storm was Walter Hagen, really the art of gamesmanship. And he would sort of waltz on the first tee, sometimes still in a suit from the night before, almost to intimidate his opponent. I think Gary Player was prolific in match play. He was always seemed to be playing someone that was bigger, stronger, hit it further, and yet he still realized the mind game was so important. And then you got the Tiger Woods era, and we still forget how good he was as an amateur in match play.
Wow, what a putt. That is huge. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Back on the tee here at Banff Springs, fifth hole, 424-yard par 4. What's the setup here, Frank?
Well, it's very tempting to try and hit a draw because that's the way in which the hole is shaped. But the main goal is to make sure that you can take that second bunker, the one on the left side, out of play with that tee shot.
Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there.
That's fine.
Frank, it's always nice to play good golf, but it's just as special to be somewhere where you realize how fortunate we all are to be able to enjoy God's green earth. I mean, this is just an amazing spot.
Well, I know our game's seasonal, Rich, but it amazes me. This is a whole area completely under snow in the winter. And then, once the sun comes out, the snow starts to thaw out. You're left with this beautiful golf course just in amongst nature. And you can still be competitive with it. So you can be sort of smelling the roses, as we would say, and still testing your own talent.
Second shot now to the par 4 fifth.
Just minimally uphill, Rich, with a green too that opens up towards that left side. Just want to make sure you carry the front. You can pitch the ball well into the middle of the screen and not really worry about it. Once the flag is past that middle section, though, players are definitely going to have to go further left. this looks like it's going to find the target.
Pretty long putt right here. You'd be happy to get it to within 2-3 feet. It's a pretty big putt right here to win the hole. He wins the hole, and he has it for birdie. Frank, the sixth here at Banff Springs, a good little hole, isn't it?
It is very tempting, very easy to sort of just stand up there and wail away with the driver and get caught. This is a generous fairway. You can hit any club down there and you're not going to have a problem with the second shot. So it's just trying to find a yardage that you're comfortable with.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Well, this one has a chance to be really good. Now the approach to the par 4 sixth.
A nice layup off the tee. You can virtually hit this shot with your eyes closed. The yardage isn't going to change. Doesn't matter what you put in front. So just dial it in on that yardage.
That will be a great look at birdie. Settles in, looking to knock it in tight. Frankie's cranking it and banking it. Giant drives, a boatload of birdies. What a round.
Yeah, these are the days you just dream for. We know golf's not that easy. But on a day like today, savor it and just keep going. Keep doing it.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
And getting ready for the putt. Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
Nudge this one home, finish it up. Stroke that with authority. This would give the hole to Snedeker. And that gives him the hole. .602-yard par 5 seventh hole. Frank, I'm guessing you want to take the big stick out and let it rip here.
Saw Rory McIlroy hit his tee shot here. So far, he had an iron in.
Frank, this one's not looking good.
Yeah, certainly not down the fairway line, heading toward the rough.
They'll pay a little bit of a price for missing the fairway here because from that rough, you cannot control the spin on the golf ball. Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
310 yards and straight. You can win with that. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster instead. I see a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach giving him another good look. Now the third shot for Snedeker. This is a good-looking shot. If he makes it, he wins the hole. He wins the hole. And he's made it for eagle. Frank, you like this kind of design feature where you go from the longest hole in the course immediately to the shortest hole.
Certainly, golf giveth and golf taketh away. This is just minimally uphill, just a couple of feet, but you can see from the overview the design of the green. And that flag's on the right, it's a little bit of a longer carry, so just be a little cognizant of that. You don't have to hit it directly at the flag.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
That's well played. And now a good look at birdie. This won't hurt him, Frank.
Just a little left of the flag. That's fine.
Getting set now over the putt. Oh, I thought he had that. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Right off the edge.
Just a fraction softer, then it might have just turned in.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Clean this up with a tap. He's made it. See if he's up to the task. Trying to win the hole here. And that gives him the hole. Now to hole number 9, 501 yards. It's a par 5.
Yeah, we finished with the third par 5 on the front 9. You're just going to come through those sort of chute of marvelous trees that define this fairway. Just avoid the right side. Something down the left side is going to open up the second shot.
Missed that one, and it is going towards the rough. And he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Just in the first cut of rough, not a bad lie. The only issue is he might get a jumper here. That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. This is a long putt. Really, the key is the speed. If it drops, that's a bonus. speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. Snedeker to win the hole. Frank can't fault him there, trying to make an eagle.
It's a rare bird, but the pleasure of making one, well worth the effort.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. That looked for all the world like it was dead center.
I've got no idea how that missed.
Brandt has this to claim the hole. He wins the hole. Drops for a birdie. Getting ready to start the back nine here at Banff Springs. And Frank, you better be ready on this 10th tee. This requires a good shot.
Even though the hole looks like it bends towards the right, the best access to this hole is actually a little draw off that tee. That's the direction of the green, so a nice high draw in here.
Didn't hit it in there close, but you see the odd make from this distance.
Yeah, my tape measure gives us 26 feet.
170 yards. Frank, why are great rivalries so important? Why do we love them?
I think because people like to sit on one side of the fence. You're either for or against a great player. And I think we see that today with Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy. There's the McIlroy fans that think his future is so bright. There's the Woods fans that still want him to pass Jack Nicklaus's record. That's the beauty. You've got to have an opinion, and you have to have a player.
Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Might be. Could be.
Oh, what a bonus.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. On the tee here at the 11th hole, 417-yard par 4. Is this a drive you like to hit, Frank?
It certainly is, Rich, but it's a little narrower than what your eye first sees. And the reason why, there's a tree sort of another 40, 50 yards down the right side past that bunker. So if you hog that right side, that tree can become a little bit of a problem for the second shot. Great Bobby Jones used to say the hardest shot in golf's the next one. Judging by that light, it's not going to be too hard. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Frank, what do you want to do with this second shot here at the 11th?
Just a scoring club again, Rich. This is a chance to get off to a good start on that on the homeward nine. Anytime you get sort of 8-iron down, you can virtually go straight at the flag because this green pitches back towards the player.
The second shot now to the par 4.
He's safely on deck.
A good 20-footer here. Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
It's a pretty big putt right here to win the hole. And that gives him the hole. And he has it for birdie. Frank, what are we looking at here at the par 4 12, 442 yards?
Players are really focused on that bunker down the left side. That's the one that has to be either laid up, which would be 286 yards off the tee, or sort of worked off. This could very well be a 3-wood off the tee. Just hit it straight at that left bunker.
Makes it look so easy with that free-flowing, powerful move, and it produces a huge drive over 300 yards and in the fairway. We were talking about it earlier in the day that this could be something really good. Man, the wheels have come off.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like they're going to be put back on either.
Second shot now on the way for Brandt Snedeker. Oh no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is gone.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
Early part of this second 9, a good approach shot. And now, pretty good chance for birdie. If he makes it, he wins the hole. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
No problems there.
Yeah, keeps the round going, keeps the momentum on his side.
He has this for par. Thirteenth hole, par 3, 225 yards and heavily bunkered around that green, Frank.
It is, but that green gets narrower as the hole gets longer. Nothing wrong with hitting the ball sort of the middle part of the green here.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Crowd is hushed as Snedeker looks at the birdie putt. So close. He'd settle for par here. If he makes it, he wins the hole. He wins the hole. Sinks the putt for birdie. Frank, this par 4 14th hole at about 440 yards will test you all the way up to that green, won't it?
Yeah, it certainly will. It just looks like you should bash it over those bunkers down the left side, but the green pitches from left to right. So the best access is actually down the right side, coming in from that sort of right line. So don't be fooled here.
Always makes the hole easier, playing it from the fairway. Here's Brandt Snedeker now on the approach shot. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Midway through this back nine, could use this birdie here at the 14th. Frank, what are we looking at on this approach shot here at the 14th?
This 14th green just built up a little bit. Got to be careful you don't miss this green on the left side. It'll just kick all the way down, and it'll be a difficult little chip up the hill. But once again, second shot's not too long.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Right off the edge. Wow.
That hurts.
He can win the hole on this putt. Hit it. So they'll tap in. Did the job right there. He's made it. And Frank, ahead on the green, you could have a really crazy putt if you're not careful.
This is probably the most undulating green on the golf course, so you do not want to be going in with too flat a second shot.
Excellent looking shot here. He just blasted that one down the fairway. Out there about 325 yards. That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Frank, what about this second shot here at 15?
It's one of the longest par fours on the golf course, Rich, so you don't want to get too greedy. Green does open up on that left side. You see that bunker on the front of the green. It sort of protects that right side. So you've got to try and bring it in. One of the few shots you could actually cut it into this green. This golf course normally suits a draw, but this hole here you could do well with one that goes in the other direction.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
This is a long putt. Really, the key is the speed. If it drops, that's a bonus. Always two components to the long lag putt, the speed, number one, and then the read. And missed out on that second part. Henrik Stenson to win the hole. Snedeker takes the hole. Oh, yeah, he's going to love that one, Frank. Sensational effort.
Oh, just eat that up.
Frank, he has his own putting style, has what they call a pop stroke.
Yeah, a little bit like Billy Casper, but it's more the decisiveness. You know, Brandt doesn't mess around. You know, his first look he trusts and goes with it.
Offline, and I think that one's headed for the rough. You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish, but, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break. Well, where this ball's going, there's no fairway there, only rough.
Second shot. Good look at the green. You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Getting set now over the putt. Go ahead and do that for birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here. Frank, that was an impressive round out there today.
Couldn't agree more, Rich. We've seen